For a while, who had the luxury of coaching the great Derek Fisher.
And as an Ivy League player, he should have a good IQ.
Playing that spot-up defense right now on Code. Keeping a hand on his waistband. Code tries to drive in. Didn't draw any contact initially. Just over 3 minutes to go in this game. Code kicks out. Long three on the way. Around the rim, and the tip is good. Kadir Welton.
Yeah, Kadir Welton, what a wonderful tip in there.
Goes to Wood, who's going to try from three-point range. His just goes off the back iron. Ball stays alive. Marquardt, spot up three. He's got it. It's a 7-point ball game.
3 possessions now.
106-99, 2:35 to go.
Big possession here defensively for the Cows.
Pull-up shot. Lee
Nice
missed
block
it away.
out by Charlie Marquardt there.
Tremendous box out from him. Ball's on the ground. And it's going to stay here with the Cows. Some chaos for a second. Norfleet is going to head towards the bench. Mustafa Traore checking back in instead. And a timeout for the Green Gang here. They're going to talk things over for a moment.
Well, give the Cows credit for hanging in there and getting this down to a 7-point game. Kind of like in desperation, not quite desperation mode, but they're putting forth the effort that it requires. But it's tough sledding, just hard to score for this Cow team.
And Tim, you know it as well as anybody. They have momentum on their side, and Old Mo can be a very fickle man sometimes.
Yes, indeed. And still, there's 2:20 left here, Zach. So, the Cows can, if they get a basket here, that'd be huge. Whether it's a 2 or a 3, and the whole complexion of this game is kind of changing. And give the Cows credit for hanging in there.
As we guess the weight of the Cow, I believe. Seems like the crowd is all in on 950. Or perhaps 1,057.
I hope in the future they don't say guess the announcer's weight. I'd be really ticked off. That would make me upset.
Yours would be, what, like 165, 170?
Yeah, just about that. There you go. Give or take.
The Blazers don't get the hint much, do they? One more time I'll ask you, are you
When I got to the arena tonight, I was driving in and they had a real cow.
Yes.
Did you see that?
Oh, yes. And that is the cow we're guessing the weight of right now. But the live cow.
I wonder if it makes a difference, like what the weight is pre-milking or after milking. What do you think it is?
Probably a pound or two, I would say.
I think it's the brass of the cows just trying to control it, so nobody wins.
You know, this might get me expelled from the broadcast booth after one game, but I am not a milk person. I'm just not a fan. I eat all my cereal dry. Isn't that terrible?
Oh.
But yeah, just not a fan. What can I say?
I'm not a huge milk person, but I can't eat my cereal dry.
We'll see if it is a dry or sopping effort here for the Cows. Down 7, 2:20 to go. They've got possession under the basket. 19 seconds on the shot clock, so plenty of time to develop the possession. Daniels to inbound. Went to Sledge, who lost it for a moment. Gathers himself, pump fakes, and scores. 5-point game.
Yeah, nice job by the Cows to find Tavares open underneath. And their bellwether scores there. 5-point game.
5-point game, 2 minutes remaining. Carr looking to grab the ball here from Code. Traore with tough defense on him.
Nice
Ball
shot.
thrown away. Wood up ahead. Slick throws it down. And he is all kinds of fired up.
Wow.
It's a 3-point game with a minute 53. And the ball is tipped away. Reading is losing possession here. And Kadir Welton is losing his mind on the officiating crew. The Cows are going to keep possession, down 3, a minute 52, and Welton has not stopped, and here it comes. It's assessed to him. Kadir Welton thrown the technical foul.
You cannot lose your composure, especially at a critical moment like this.
What an insane sequence of events. The Cows are going to have the opportunity to go down the floor and make this a 2-point game and retain possession.
Is he ejected or just a technical?
Believe that is his first technical foul.
Yeah, I think that's just a
So
thing.
he will stay on the floor here, but Kadir Welton in disbelief right now. Marquardt to the line, hits the free throw. It's a 2-point game, and the inbound upcoming.
And the fans are into it now, Zach.
They very much so are. Hardly any seats right now with butts in them. Everybody on their feet for this moment.
Now the
A minute
Cows
52.
chance to go ahead or tie on this possession, and who would have thought at the end of the third quarter that we would be here.
Oh, Welton just made up for it with a massive rejection. Thrown the other way.
Turnover.
Somehow still possessed and kept in here by Wilmore, who's right at the line. And they're going to say Marquardt bumped him. And Charlie Marquardt, just a little bit too much contact there. Going to send Isaiah Wilmore to the free throw line.
And Coach Nick Benedetto was down here desperately calling for a timeout, but luckily for him, they didn't grant it because the Cows fouled, and Isaiah Wilmore is going to the line.
And they're going to put Carr on the low block right now to allow Code and Lee to go back to defend. So arguably he's probably some of the best defenders on the Reading team there at the free throw line. Wilmore, the crowd is loud. And it counts. Misses the opening free throw.
And the Cows take a timeout, and now the breaks are starting to go the Cows' way, it seems. So on a historic night of professional basketball, it'll be interesting to see an overtime game.
An overtime game could be on the horizon, maybe bonus basketball. But for now, we've got the t-shirt toss coming. What a better time to do it than right here at this conjuncture of the game. Tim, a good t-shirt toss will always go a very long way. Have you ever won one at a game?
I'm sorry, excuse me, say that again.
Have you ever won a t-shirt toss at a game?
A t-shirt? No, I never have.
Oh. Well, it's got to be better than winning a basketball game, you know? Let me tell you, as a fan and a participant, it's spectacular.
I like in the big arenas when they shoot them out of the slingshots.
That's always nice. Or one of the big guns, you know, that's like charged with some nitrous behind it.
But nice job by this entertainment staff. They've kept the crowd engaged throughout.
That they have. A successful opening night. It could be even more successful if the Cows find themselves in the winner's column. Still down 2, minute 39 to go.
And the fans hung in there when in a lot of places they would have left early the way the game was going, but the Frederick Flying Cows showing a lot of grit here in this fourth quarter.
They have been beyond dedicated. It has been impressive. So you get this opportunity here for Frederick to hopefully change your fortunes. Are you looking on the interior, or are you going back to that perimeter possession game that they've made their bread and butter today?
Well, the last few possessions, they've been kind of successful on, catching on the perimeter and getting to the rim. So it's hard to tell what they'll come up with on this possession, but they're probably possibly down 3, or does he have 2 shots here? He in the bonus. What is the?
We've got just 1 shot coming here from Wilmore. Missed again. Sledge with the rebound.
The Cows are getting all the breaks they need.
Now they just need one to break their way. Daniels gets the high screen, moves around, goes inside to Sledge. This crowd is quiet now. Sledge ties the ball game.
Nice job by Tavares Sledge. And the great feed by Damian Daniels.
Daniels finding him down low. Sledge using the footwork to get it done. 106-106. We got a minute and 11 seconds here. Wilmore pull up from mid-range. Missed it off the side. Daniels with the rebound. Getting back quickly. Goes to Traore. Then over. Lyle for 3. Missed it away. Carr comes down with the rebound. And the foul assessed against Marquardt, who came in there at the last second.
Yeah, not a good place to foul, but still not in the bonus, or are they? Yeah.
And that's the 5th foul here for Marquardt, and a very difficult one because it's going to send the Rebels to the free throw line, and the one shooting it, the Crime Stopper, Akil Carr. Carr's first free throw is good.
Akil got ice water in those veins.
21 points right now for the Patterson High School star. This crowd is loud. Second shot. Got it again. Cows here with plenty of time, though. 2 possessions at least. Daniels working left. The play is in the works, trying to isolate. Sledge is there, ties the ball game again. Tavares Sledge is up to 40 points.
And the Cows
38,
have done a good job of executing.
And they're going to call the foul here on Mustafa Traore.
Yeah, and they'll go to the line again.
And that will be Carr again. Or no. Excuse me, Isaiah Wilmore was the one possessing the basketball.
It's not a real smart foul there by Mustafa. He held his arm out, and the way the officials are calling the game might have more to do with that. They're letting a lot go, but that was definitely a foul.
Wilmore, after missing back-to-back free throws, finally ends the cold streak with a make there. Rebels up 1, 38.4 on the clock. They're only up 1. Daniels will get it, and Frederick is committed to slowing this down. Daniels, one-on-one with Carr. Akil Carr has been in your face all game long. Daniels left open, doesn't go for the 3. They're trying to take a 2-point opportunity here if they can get it. Sledge almost lost it. Marquardt pull up from the free throw line. He's got it! Charlie Marquardt the 4th, and a timeout assessed to Reading. What a comeback here. Frederick ahead by 1, 13 ticks on the clock.
Nice individual move on Charlie Marquardt's part. Nice little dribble into the middle lane, a pull-up jump shot. The Division II product has handled himself really well in this game. 25 points for that young man.
Well, how about this, Frederick? Could you think of a better way to start a season debut? We got 14 ticks of the clock, though. Anything can happen. Rebels will possess Each team with a timeout left, by the way.
Wow. The Cows really hung in there. The grit that they showed in this fourth quarter has really been amazing. And a lot of guys have contributed. Damian Daniels, certainly a super effort on the defensive end. Tavares Sledge has gotten loose for 38 points in this game, and quite a few big ones coming down the stretch. And then, of course, that big basket there by Charlie Marquardt puts the Cows ahead. But 14 seconds left, so it looks like we're going to come down to the final possession here.
Charlie Marquardt played for the Long Island Nets with the G League. Initially got that opportunity after having a pro day with the Brooklyn Nets as well. Spent time in the Czech Republic, Uruguay, Albania, and of course within the TBL in Syracuse, Enid, and now Frederick as well. But Marquardt, who set records for the most point in Syracuse Stallions history in a single game, 58, is out here with 25 tonight. He does check out of the ball game, though, for a defensive lineup. Ayo, Adrian. The Rocky music is playing. One timeout remaining for Reading, and that was the question Sharon Code wanted answered before he inbounded the basketball in case he had to call the second one with no available options. 14.2. Rebels are down one. Carr catches the inbound, drives baseline, and is fouled by Tavares Sledge, and that's huge because Sledge will be done now, Tim. His game is over.
Oh, wow, that's huge. And the keel is laying on the floor.
And Tavares Sledge has started Frederick off on a hot note, 38 points. He will head to the bench, though. And instead, Mustafa Traore will come in to replace him.
Yeah, the Cows are trying to get organized here. Akil Carr is going to go to the line. I know they're not. I know he's not going to leave the game. He's going to shoot these free throws. And now, what's the Cows' strategy with Tavares going to the bench? I'm sure Charlie Marquardt is going to figure into it.
Akil Carr with two of the biggest free throws of his pro career coming up right here.
So on the floor for Frederick, the only reliable scorer they've had in the game tonight is Charlie Marquardt. Damian Daniels has 11. I wouldn't mind, with 11 seconds left, maybe get it in quick, and if they're down one, let Damian go to the rim.
Richardson's going to come in here for some heights. He'll replace Dion Lyle.
And the strategy here, putting in Belil along with Mustafa, is to get some size in there for the first miss and maybe an offensive putback.
Massive free throw here. Carr for the lead. He's got it. No timeout here for the Cows. Daniels is going to let this bounce, but the clock has started. Here we go. Daniels driving on the interior, puts up the layup, and it just rolls around. Picked up there. Carr holds onto the basketball, and the foul is assessed with 1 second to go. Damian Daniels' shot was good, but just rimmed out.
Yeah, that was a good call there by Coach to get him going downhill, and he did get a great look and just rimmed out.
That is extraordinarily defeating potentially for Frederick, as Akil Carr will go back to the free throw line with the opportunity to make this a 3-point game. Coach Corporal will probably call a timeout to be able to get some sort of assistance on the inbound in terms of distance, but this one is going to be tough.
I think they're trying to figure out who was fouled, but it was definitely Akil Carr.
And Carr is livid about the fact that he could not be heading to the free throw line right now. And they will confirm that it was Carr.
Now, you know, this is kind of a poor job by the officials because you got 3 guys out there at this situation in the game. Those 3 guys got to know who the guy is that got fouled, Zach.
That they do.
I guess they finally figured it out.
Oh, and Carr misses the first, which means we might have something going here.
Yeah, we got a timeout, and they get the advance the ball to half court, so the Cows will have one last shot at it seems like. What is the delay?
Wonder if Carr maybe tries to intentionally miss this back to himself.
That's a good point, Zach.
We'll see what he does. No, he's going to go for it for real. Makes it. And a timeout called there. So a tie is...
You should be coaching down the stretch, man. I think a miss on that shot, that would have been a good idea.
Knowing me, though, I would call that, and then it might get picked up and heaved across court and dropped for the game winner. But at that point, you know, you can't help it.
You learned a lot in Coach Conley's basketball class. I
did. I was thoroughly worked, like I had 3 jobs, but I had a good time. Substitution going to be coming in, Javon Adams for Reading.
Yeah, add some length into the game. But wow, Zach, we just have had quite an entertaining evening of basketball. No matter what the outcome for the Cows, they certainly didn't play great for 3 quarters, and then, well, I'm sorry, they played decent in the first half, but in that 3rd quarter the game got away from them, and then in that 4th quarter they had the resolve to climb back in it with the aid of a nice home court crowd. So
just a massive deficit to overcome in general.
Yeah, took a lot of energy, so maybe we can pull it out. Crazier things have happened.
That they have. The Cows are drawing up what they hope to believe the perfect play here with just 1 1/10 seconds. It's going to have to be a catch and shoot opportunity. Who do you want with the ball in their hands right now, Tim?
Well, I think they're definitely going to try to get something but it doesn't look like Charlie Marquardt's not even in the huddle. So
we got the side inbound.
Yeah,
so
you got
the 5 coming on right now. Wood.
Yeah, Caleb Wood, Norfleet's a shooter.
Hexum and Lyle. And then Damian Daniels, too.
It looks like Damian Daniels is going to inbound it.
This is the side inbound here for the entire game. Daniels to inbound. Face guarded by Javon Adams. Daniels looking, goes to Wood, fires! He got it! He got it! Caleb Wood! Oh my God! The Ivy League! Oh my God! Can you believe it? Frederick! They're storming the court! What a debut! And Corporal and company have done it! They are storming the court! A franchise opening moment! This is a storybook! Start writing the script, Hollywood! Unbelievable!
Oh my goodness!
Unbelievable! Frederick goes on to win 113-112! Oh my goodness!
And Damian Daniel took Coach Ed Corporal out in the celebration. Took him down to the floor.
One of the craziest debuts in pro basketball history, undoubted. Frederick trailed by 24 points at one point in the 3rd. They come back and win by 1 against Akil Carr and the Reading Rebels.
Man, hard to believe. Zach, just an incredible game, an incredible effort by this Flying Cow basketball team.
And there were fans that left the arena before this.
Yeah, they sure did. And maybe at that point in the game it was justified, but the Cows had no quit in them. And it's just a tremendous, tremendous basketball game. And the Reading, if this is the way this league's going to be, Zach, I don't know if I could take 12 of these games.
Caleb Wood played all of 5 minutes in this game. He's trusted to take the game-winning shot and drains it.
And that's his specialty. That's his specialty, to come off, come off the bench. He didn't get much time, but hey, he's trying to change the minds of the coach, and if he can make big shots like that, it's congratulations to him. Congratulations to Caleb.
I am starstruck in this moment. Frederick, you have a pro basketball team, and not only a pro hoops team, one with resolve, grit, character, and one that all they do is evidently win.
Man,
seriously impressive.
This was so much fun being here this evening. Just the ebbs and flows of this game, and for Frederick to hang in there. And this is like, they're celebrating. Look at these guys.
As they should. A come-from-behind victory, 24 points. I mean, just an incredible deficit to overcome. The Rebels players tipping the caps on the way out. They played their hearts out today. Akil Carr still has not left the bench. He clearly loves what he does to such an extent to lose this way, the ultimate heartbreak, but euphoria for Frederick. They move on to game 2 tomorrow, 1-0, when it seemed like they would be 0-1 for a good stretch of the second half.
The thrill of victory and the agony of defeat. The Cows down here on one end celebrating, having a good time, and a crestfallen Akil Carr down here. But it's only the first game. We got a lot of basketball to play this year, and if this is what the TBL is about,